Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. I'm fixing the camera. I can tell which way it's going. Oh, okay, I'm heading the wrong way. Sorry about that. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm running a little late. Happy to share person, everyone. With unconditional love, Taro. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. Today, Jack Smith is testifying. That's the major news, and some of you probably did not hear what my prediction was about him testifying. I feel he's going to get the best of Republicans. He knows about those guys and his friends, people he knows in D.C. Because, you know, and to whatever I feel in D.C. right now, you have two camps. You know, the non-MAGAs and MAGAs, Americans versus MAGAs. Is what it feels like to me. And MAGA is losing fans by the minute. And a lot of people, they understand, I mean, the MAGAs, they understand what's happening within the government. I'm talking about government officials and people around. I'm talking about people who are in the games. I'm not talking about Hi, this is Milou. Who?
Is this Milou?
Yes.
The volume is low.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks. Okay, bye.
Got it. Got it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah. Microsoft updated the operating system. Got it. Thank you. Sorry about that, friends. Yes, Microsoft did an update again. It seems like it's crazy. But anyway, I feel Jack Smith understands the ins and out of how those Republicans that he's going to be testifying in front of today, because of the MAGA people who are basically running away from Trump and his MAGA followers, because they are unhappy and they don't like the direction of the country is going. And they are all sending information to Jack Smith's team. I am not worried about him. First of all, it seems like to me and to whatever he has the memory of an elephant, and he knows what he has on Trump. I have not heard or seen anything yet about what happened or what's going on in the room, but it feels like to me, it's too early, I guess, because I think around 9 o'clock, no, it was about an hour ago. I was watching the news because they said he was going to come in. I don't remember if it was 10 o'clock, maybe around 10 o'clock, that he was about to come and go into the room where he was supposed to testify at. But I wouldn't worry about it. We're going to hear what happened. And to whatever, I don't feel Republicans, well, Jim Jordan can't come close to tripping him. No way. If anything, it feels like to me, Jack Smith knows the Trump case cold. They have to be careful. I'm talking about Republicans in the House, because Jack Smith will put them on the defensive. That's my prediction. Let's see what comes out later. I'm sure we may not hear everything, but I feel we're going to hear some things about what happened. The next reference is, Ms. Wiles blew up the news yesterday, and it's still reverberating. I know some people are saying, I've heard from the news that some people are saying that she is basically saying, they misquoted her, they're misrepresenting things she said. I believe I said yesterday, she doesn't just, for doing this series of interviews, she did not just speak, and that's when I was telling you people, where she's from, the best I could intuit. I mean, I knew because I heard it in the news. She was from Saddle River and a couple of opulent places where she used to live in Connecticut. One of them, I used to work there, in that area. I don't remember the name right now, but oh my God, yes. Money. I worked there for somewhere around about 3 months. It's a beautiful place. I used to love going there. But anyway, I said she thought about everything she was going to talk about and she was going to say. I stand by that. She, I feel, is very calculating. She can, intuitively what I feel, she's denying it for now. Let me tell you what happened. Have you guys ever say something to somebody and the way you say it, and then they repeat it back to you, and then you say, oh, that's how I sounded? I didn't mean it that way. You know what I mean? So that is potentially part of how she's feeling right now. She told she was being honest and describing everybody exactly the way they are, okay? But she didn't think it was going to sound as harshly. She wanted to be honest. That's the only thing I pick up from her. But there was nothing in there that wasn't true. Like I said yesterday, 80% honesty, because she didn't want to really put Trump out there. And last night, I was listening to, I don't remember his name right now, on MSNBC at 8 o'clock. And he was talking about, of course, it's just what has to men news right now. Okay, and they were talking about how she went about not being completely honest about certain things that Trump is doing, and also how she went about saying that some mistakes were made when it comes to the way ICE is doing its operations and all that kind of stuff. Okay, that's why I said she was given 80% truth, and 20%, she's forging a little bit, and because she did not want to throw Trump completely under the bus. But intuitively, when she goes home and she's by herself, she feels she did the right thing. She's not liking the way it sounded. She thought they were going to make it sound a little better, a little softer, because she was pretty blunt about everything she said. She feels she did the right thing. That's the way I am getting her intuitively. And yes, behind the scene at the White House, they are freaking out because everything she said was true. They don't know. They are going out, obviously, defending themselves, say, well, she was, the lying, the news media, all kinds of stuff. It's always they're always blaming Biden and the news media. That's not going to work anymore. And totally, that's what I feel. Americans no longer believe these people. And Trump going on TV tonight, addressing the nation, I'm not going to be watching because I know what he's going to do. the economy is A plus, something like that, and we know it's not true. But to go back to, before I go any further talking about tonight, but Susan Wiles basically is causing a lot of people and the White House a lot of headache. They don't know what's coming. They don't know why. They're trying to figure this out, make sense out of it. Okay. And intuitively, I would be surprised whether she likes it or not, if she lasts very long. And it's because that was part of her plan anyway. And let me tell you this, I'm sure you guys heard, people, and it's in the news, a lot of people in the White House didn't think it was a good idea for her to talk to Vanity Fair, doing what she was doing, but she did it anyway. It's because, and it's not like something you do spur of the moment, and then say, oh my God, I made a mistake. She met with them 11 times. She had enough time to reconsider and stop. Like I said, the only thing she says to herself, maybe some of the stuff that she said, she doesn't like the way they're playing it back to her. And also the way the white people at the White House are reacting. And the news media is saying, well, she basically confirmed what we've thought to begin with. There is nothing they can do right now to erase this. And to believe that's what I feel. And yes, it's going to have consequences. I feel even more certain now that by the time this is over, a lot of people in this White House are going to have legal issues. Like I said a while back, I don't see Wiles going to prison because she did everything she could not to cross the line. She works for Trump. She has to do his, keep things going. But I don't see her going to prison. But yes, she's going to have some legal issues. If it changes, I don't see her going to prison. But a lot of other people behind the scenes, when this is all said and done, let me tell you something. I was watching O'Donnell last night. Chris Hayes is who I was watching last night that was discussing this the situation. And I was watching O'Donnell, and he was talking about the number of kids that died all over the world, approximately 700,000. It's not only kids, but people in general, because they shut down USAID. These things are not going to go away. I did not know that number was so great, but I knew, and I've said it before, what they are doing is going to come back to bite. And Wiles knows this coming year, it would be, when I focus on her, she would be shocked if Republicans don't lose both the Senate and the House. And she knows Trump's time in the White House is numbered. And it's because she knows he can no longer do the job because of his health conditions. And this is, to me, and to all of you, when I focus on the people around Trump, that's one big reason that makes Miller and Ford, more dangerous because they are accelerating. They are trying to do everything they can very fast. But that's not working well either. What they are generating is they are making Americans more resistant, and the negative energy they're building, Americans are not going to stay home. And, you know, a lot of people are running around saying that's what they voted for. Yeah, they voted for that until it touches their lives. But they, you know, thank God, and to whatever I feel they are in the minority. Yes, they talk very loud, they are very loud, they are heard. But I don't feel by saying that they are bringing more people to their camps. They just say to satisfy themselves because they think they can affect somebody. Me, it doesn't affect me. I'm like, well, yeah, if you're stupid, if you, I've seen the government like this, what Trump is trying to do, okay, it didn't go well, it didn't end well. So to me, it's obvious someone, you going around like saying that this is what I voted for, you're a fool. The only difference between what Trump is the people Trump is using to step up, to accumulate power, he's using immigrants. But in Haiti, when I was there, they were using communism. If they see anything, you know, some of those people, Papa Doc, brown shirts, if you will, so that people can understand what I'm referring to. They weren't regular military or anything like that. They were like, we have ICE now, the way they go and do some of the stuff that they do with impunity. The Makuts in Haiti, or brown shirt, if you will, okay, used to do the same thing. Okay, it didn't end up very well. So when somebody said to me, "Oh, you post on social media," I laugh. That means they have no clue. They don't read. They know nothing about. They learn nothing about what is happening right now in Russia, in China, and in North Korea, among other places where they have dictatorships. So these people, just ignore them. They are in the minority. But Susan Wiles feels she did the right thing. I don't feel she's going to change her mind anyway. That's my prediction. But I don't feel she's going to last very long. You know something? I keep forgetting I don't remember the next topic I had posted. I think I had 3 topics, but we have so much going on. And there is one topic that keeps coming to mind, so I will talk about it until I remember the other topics that I posted. I am not surprised. Democrats have been able to get 4 Republicans to join with them to vote on the ACA. It feels like to me they will do something about health care. First of all, it's a major blowback for Mike Johnson. But I think I told you guys what I feel is coming for Mike Johnson in the next 3 months. Within the next 3 months, I would be surprised if he's still Speaker. And obviously, Republicans are in disarray. They are crossing the line, and it's going to get worse. But I feel, let's put it this way, 75% chance Democrats will get a deal and continue with the ACA. I don't know if it's for 1 year or 2 years. I would be surprised if it's not for at least 2 years. Okay? I believe, I forget how they call it, but subsidies, I was thinking something with taxes, but it's subsidies, okay, to keep it, to allow everyone to have health care. I feel Democrats will win. That's my prediction. Let's see what happens. And let's see if there are some questions. I have a couple of questions people ask me. Marilyn Landy says, my mom came over to this country from Scotland on Queen Elizabeth II. Oh my God. Last Spamcy8 Cake, she's saying Las Vegas is crying over tourism. It's not only Las Vegas, my friends. You should see Florida. Nick Della June is asking me, what is your perspective on the outcomes of Nick Rainer's life? Are you talking about the soldier? The former military who was arrested by ICE? Marilyn Landis is asking what will happen with Venezuela. Venezuela is going to be fine. I don't feel Trump is good. Trump is just pressuring Maduro. Maduro has been aware of it, and he's just playing with Trump. And like I said a while back, 2 weeks to 2 months, okay, he's going to leave, but we have to be careful about, he's a pretty good manipulator. And there was a report, and I said Maduro was talking to our enemies. He's been talking to Putin and, of course, to China, because China wants a foothold in this hemisphere. They have Cuba, okay? Okay, I'll talk about Rob's son in a minute. Maduro is going to leave, and things will get back to normal. I'm not seeing a war. Americans will lose their mind. About Rob's son, he's going to go to prison. That's what's coming. I mean, it's such a crazy situation. They said, my question is, can you please look into tonight's speech Trump's planning? Will it be he's going to do the same thing he usually does after, yes, he'll be weave. And I think I said that earlier. People are not going to buy it. And I don't think that many people are going to pay attention. Intuitively, I feel the situation with the Trump administration is a lot worse than we think. People, intuitively, I feel, can't take him anymore. The lies, he breaks his promises, and also he's destroying everything. And that's not what he promised. And there is a couple of major hot button topics, okay? He promised no new wars. He's trying to start one with Venezuela, among a couple of other places that, all those are distractions, but people are turned off by him. And my guys are jumping ship left and right. So he's going to sell the same stuff. I don't feel it's going to be anything new. He's going to try to convince people that what you are seeing is not what it is. The economy is going to do fine. We are in the golden age of this country. And everything is Biden's fault. Biden tanked the economy. Biden did this, Biden did that. And the minute he starts talking about Biden, watch the media, the number of people number of my guys will, you would see, if there was a media to measure the number of people who are going to be watching tonight, I bet you the minute he starts to talk about Biden, the number of people will drop if there was a media to measure. So that's my prediction. But it's not going to be anything good. It's just going to be the same whole Trump stuff. People behind the scenes are trying to convince him to talk about the economy, and price, cost of food and everything else, yeah, he'll mention it. But we know what's dear to his heart. The East Wing, he wants to build something like they have Arc de Triomphe, like in Paris, in France. Okay, that's what's on his mind. And from what I understand, he wants to take over a golf course in D.C. He doesn't care about people. He wants to leave his name as the greatest president. Yeah. My prediction is once he leaves, his name will come off every single building or every single wherever he has his name. They're gonna remove them all. Trump has no idea how much the majority of Americans detest him. And he's not going on TV tonight just because he wanted to, It's because he knows the ship is sinking. People are telling him, things are not well. You better do something. But it's not going to help. That's my prediction. And let me tell you one more thing. The other reason why I'm going to go back to Susan Wiles because I just remember I didn't say that. I forgot to mention this. He can't find people to work for him. That's why he has not made a decision to fire Susan Wiles. He's not happy about what happened because it's true. But he has no choice. She's been, like some people, in some ways she enabled him. She started standing up, trying to, guide him in the right direction. He said he didn't want to. He wanted to do what he wanted to do. And that's the reason why they said everything he touches turns into, and we are sitting around watching him turning our country into, you know what I mean. Okay. So, but no, tonight it's going to be the same Trump. Nothing is going to change. And people will turn it off. Those who want to watch, want to give him a chance, they'll turn it off because he can't help it. He's going to blame Biden. That's his fallback. That's my prediction. Let's see what happens. Deladjun says now the ballroom is 400 million. It's more than that, Deladjun. It's approaching 500 million. Oh my God, yes. This is not very good at all. Okay, some people ask me questions, let me see. Okay, some people asked me about Jack Smith, I answered that. Oh yeah, this one is a statement. Somebody posted this. Greg Sargent posted this. He's a journalist. In case if you guys don't remember, because I didn't know him before I started going on the platforms. I'm talking about Twitter and Blue Sky. He says Stephen Miller is employing state terror in service of the open goal of shifting the ethnic mix of the country. In numerous ways, he's doing this at the expense of public safety. We spent weeks reporting on Miller's real aim. The result is this piece. He was not very kind to Stephen, but he was talking about remember yesterday I mentioned that was him who posted a history of Miller's family when they came to this country and how his grandfather or great-grandfather was selling bananas in New York City. And how, they were received in those days. And he is treating the new immigrants the same way they treated his grandfather. You would think he would say, you know what, they treated my grandfather the wrong way, my great-grandfather. I'm not going to do that to other people. I wonder what he would do. That's me. In those days, would he have treated his great-grandfather the same way he's treating those immigrants, the new immigrants? I wouldn't be surprised if he did the same thing. Okay. Oh, do you guys remember? Oh yeah, I think I mentioned it. I don't have to go over it. Okay. Let me see. I'm looking. Oh, glorious E. Merry Christmas. Doug Moore says, Katie Miller is the perfect fascist wife. Oh my God, she's just like, her and her husband are the same. Raymond DiPasquale is asking, will the FBI catch the Brown University shooter? Absolutely. It's a matter of, like I said, I said 1 day to a week. You know, if it's not, it will be within the next month. Okay? And I am sure they are getting tips as to who the person they have in mind. That video, you can't get away with that, with those things today. Okay? I don't remember the last topic that I had, but you know, a lot of people are beginning to sound the alarm about some of the stuff that Trump is doing. And they are beginning to make the connection between his actions and dementia. I would not be surprised, and to whatever I feel, if Republicans don't have a hand on making sure that people are aware and understand the danger that Trump poses. Remember, guys, I told you, they are very worried, Republicans that is, about Trump may give an unlawful order because he doesn't understand what's going on or something like that. Okay? And totally I feel there are some Republicans behind the scenes that are beginning to talk to people in the media, telling them to start that conversation. So one of you, I think it's artist that said that, the New York Times is the golden standard for news reporting. I don't know if they've reported on that yet, but watch that. That's going to be more prevalent on our news. And I'll tell you, the gentleman from CNN, I don't remember his name right now, but one of the journalists from CNN, one of the anchors, he was talking about Trump's state of mind, and also he was saying he didn't buy the reason the White House stated for him wearing either cover his right hand, I believe. Yeah, his right hand, with makeup or with Band-Aid. So they are beginning to start to want to make the connection, I feel, between dementia, Alzheimer's, those situations, with his outburst and some of the stuff that he's doing. But I feel there's a Republican hand in there, because they know more about what's going on in the White House than Democrats do. So, and like I said, they've been concerned, and I don't blame them. I would be concerned too. I am concerned about it. because no one was talking about it. Okay. You're very welcome, Raymond Di Pasquale. Joyce Matthews says, did you see the clip with Trump roaming around the Oval Office full of military people and no one talking to him? I think they were giving medals or promotion to some people in the military. I think that's what they were doing. But yes, he was standing there as if he was lost. He had no role in what was going on. Chances are the people behind the scenes, the handlers at the White House, probably said, it would be better not to get him involved because he messes up everything he touches or take part in. So that's possibly why he didn't take part. Oh, thank you, Jojo NM. Vance, yes. Vance, how can I forget? I mentioned it. Vance is going out, or they sent Vance to talk up the economy, and he's saying Rome wasn't built in a day, and the golden age is coming. People are not buying this. A small percentage of bad guy will buy it. Okay? I saw a clip of him talking about, of a speech he gave somewhere, I don't know where he gave it. And he was, again, blaming Biden. Good luck to him. And all those things are going to count against him if he decides, and I feel he will, run for president in 28, because he's going to finish Trump's term. So, yeah, that's what I wanted to mention. See if people have any questions about it. The public does not believe him. That's my prediction. Okay. DRC says, will the administration attack each other out of existence? I don't feel that. But they've been fighting each other since Trump went to the White House. The first casualty was Musk. In fact, remember, guys, do you guys remember I said there would be a fight that would take place in the White House? That was the fight between Vance, well, according to report, that punched Musk. But no, it's been very chaotic behind the scenes. But if you notice as well, Trump has not fired anyone. Trump's first time in the White House, the first year he was firing everyone. So, and it's Wiles who has been able to keep everything hush-hush. Going forward, I don't feel it's going to be so quiet. It's too much happening in there. So I don't feel, maybe that is part of, because it's going to get more chaotic. I guess, you know what, I didn't think about it, but I think you're probably right. I saw it differently. I saw the question differently. But yes, that will help accelerate Trump's time in office, because he can't control the situation. After yesterday's bombshell, it's really out of his control. So what people say about what's going on behind the scenes, and there are going to be leaks. So yes, that will play a part as well. Michelle Morera says Musk pushed him and Musk got an ouch. Yep. That guy must, oh my God, did you guys hear O'Donnell last night? The richest man in the world is killing the poorest people on earth, or killing the poorest people in the world by decimating USAID. That's going to be a big deal. Right now, it's below the surface. But all those things, at some point, I don't know, I'm not sure exactly when, the scandals are to come out. And my prediction for Musk is still the same. He cannot revive Tesla. They're not selling. And they're going to continue that way. Thank you very much, everyone, for spending time with me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. If anyone would like a reading from me, direct to my website is below the video, psychicmilou.com, or please feel free to call me or text me on my YouTube number. Jojo NM says, Milou, what do you see happening to Elon Musk? Oh, I said that a long time ago, Jojo. Elon Musk and is going to be similar to Howard Hughes. Something similar to Howard Hughes. So if you know what happened, it's going to be really sad. I won't be sad, okay? I'll tell you that. But anyway, if you like the channel, please subscribe if you are not a subscriber. And also don't forget to tap on the notification bell. Please give me a thumbs up, everyone. That would help me a lot. It will enable more people to see the video. It will help me keep the lights on. So please give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. I will see you all tomorrow, same time. Till then, bye.